Hello, children. Today I will tell you about two girls. In this picture, you can see a girl lying in sofa and the other one walking or jogging with her mother. So, the girl lying on the sofa, her name is Lucy. Now, what about Lucy? She gets tired easily after playing for a little while. Often she suffers from cold and she loses her energy very much, and because of this, she feels weak. On the other hand, her friend Sarah, she plays for hours. She doesn't get tired easily and also doesn't fall ill as frequently as Lucy does. So you can see almost they are of same age, but there is a lot of difference between the two. So here's a question for you children, that why Sarah is more energetic or healthier than Lucy? The answer is because of nutritious eating habits, or in other way I can say healthy eating habits. She is more healthy in comparison to Lucy. Now, healthy eating habits, let's have a quick look first of all about why the food is important. Why do we take food? Why do we eat food? Because it helps to keep us healthy. It provides us energy to do work. It protects us from diseases. To remain healthy, our body requires the right amount of nutrients. Now, here's the entry of a new word, that is nutrients. Nutrients. Actually, nutrients are nothing but these are some substances which are present in the food we eat. Like, okay, now what is the role of these nutrients? They provide us energy, they help us to grow, they keep us healthy, disease-free, and strong. So these are the functions performed by the nutrients. Nutrients are total 5 in number. What are they? Carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. Along with these 5, there are roughage and water. These are also required by body. Okay, children. Our body, it needs energy to do all kinds of work, like for playing, running, writing, even for eating we need energy. So from where does this energy is obtained? The carbohydrates and fats. Actually, the carbohydrates, they are the energy giving food. Why energy giving food? Because after eating these carbohydrates we get energy. They are also known as starch food and they provide the body with heat and energy. They are a major part of our diet, like rice, wheat, potato, sugar. So these all food items, they are rich source of carbohydrates. You can see the list of food items which are rich in carbohydrates. Next in this category is fats. Now, if we compare carbohydrates and fats, both provide us energy, and also because of this reason only, they are known as energy giving foods. But the question is, out of the carbohydrate and fat, which provide more energy? The answer is fats. Apart from providing energy, they also keep our body warm. And they are kept in our body, or they are stored in our body as reserves. But there is a negative side of fat as well. What is that? That consuming too much of fat, it's not good for our health, because we have already discussed that if we consume extra fat, it gets stored in our body or skin and it may later cause some health hazard. Butter, ghee, cheese, and cooking oil, these are the sources of fat. Here you can see the sources of fat from the food items from which fat is obtained. Now, both carbohydrates and fats, both are energy giving foods. They provide energy to our body and help in performing many. Now, here's a simple test that how we will confirm if a food item consists of fat or not. So there's a simple activity for that. What you have to do is take small quantity of groundnuts. You can find in every household. In winters, then in every household we'll find the groundnuts, moongfali. All right. So what we have to do is we have to wrap the nuts in a small piece of paper. उसमें लपेट देना है and then we have to crush the nuts wrapped in the paper. Okay, what is the meaning of crush? उसको तोड़ना है, crush करना है, पीसना है. Then फिर से unfold कर दीजिए पेपर को, straighten the paper and then dry it for some time. Keep it in sunlight for some time, not the nuts thing, the paper. So then observe the paper. So what you will see, an oily patch will be there in paper. So it will indicate that the ground nuts consist of fats in them. Next are proteins. Now, as carbohydrates and fats, they were known as energy giving foods. Proteins, they are known as bodybuilding food. Why so? Let's find out. Proteins are called the bodybuilding food of our body because these are required for the growth and repair of our body. They help in building muscles. So because of this reason only, children, they need more protein in their diet as they are in their growing phase. Now, what are the different sources of food from where the proteins can be obtained? It can be obtained from meat, egg, milk, soya beans, pulses, fish, etc. Our hairs and nails, they are also made up of protein only, and the name of that protein is keratin. These are the food items from where the protein is obtained. Here, like milk, cheese, pulses, nuts, eggs, fish, these are some main sources of. Next comes vitamins and minerals. Now, vitamins and minerals, collectively they are known as protective food. Why protective food? Because they increase the immunity of the body and helps us to fight against diseases. So now children, the world is facing the danger of COVID-19 epidemic. Okay, so in that, what we have to do? We have to take care of our body. We have to build up our immunity. Okay, so for that, what we need to do? We need to eat vegetables and fruits in proper amount. The vitamins, minerals, they are required in very minute quantity by our body. But if they are not present, then they can also lead to some disease. The vitamins our body needs, they are of 5 types like A, B, C, D, E and K. Minerals like calcium, iron, these are helpful in growth and development of the body. Now from where does these vitamins and minerals are obtained? These are obtained from fresh fruits, green leafy vegetables and milk. So because of this reason only, milk is recommended by every parent. So here you can see the different food items which are rich source of vitamins and minerals. Next in this category is water. Almost 2/3 of our body is made up of water. Now what could be the role of water? It helps in regulating the temperature of a body and helps in proper functioning of all the organs. Because of that reason only, we are recommended that we must drink at least 8 glasses of water every day and eat the food items which are rich in water. Like nowadays you can find watermelon is there, cucumber is there. So all these food items, they are rich in water because they help in rehydrating our body. Now why we require water if we are having if almost our 2/3 of our body is made up of water? Because we lose water in various forms, like we lose water while breathing, like while sweating and through urine. So that is why we require to rehydrate. To balance that water level in our body, we need to consume water. See that what roles does water play? It helps in digestion of food, it helps in absorption of nutrients in our body, and also help us in throwing out waste. So multiple functions are performed by water itself, and we must drink at least 8 to 10 glasses of water every day. Now, roughage. Roughage is obtained from fruits and vegetables. Actually, it is a fiber. It is also known as fiber. Now, what's the role of roughage? Roughage, it helps to get rid of waste from our body. Okay, so if we are not taking a proper amount of roughage in our diet, what would happen in that case? It will cause constipation, and hence we can face the problem of stomachache. So these are the roughage. What is roughage? It is the fiber which is present in food, and from which food item we obtain roughage. Like I'll give you some example, like from oranges. Okay, then from some vegetables like ladyfinger. So the beans. These are the vegetables and fruits from where fiber is obtained. Okay, and also apart from these pulses and whole grains, they are also a good source of roughage. Now, children, after all the nutrients we have discussed, we have a thing called balanced diet. Now, what do you mean by balanced diet? Till now we have discussed about energy giving foods like bodybuilding food, protective food. So, what is required by the body? Our body requires all these nutrients in a proper amount. Only the bodybuilding food is not sufficient for our body, or only the energy giving food is not sufficient for our body. So because of that only, we need to eat all these food items in a proper amount. And that is where the concept of balanced diet comes into place. What happens? What is balanced diet? A food that contains the right amount of nutrients, water, roughage in a meal according to our age and lifestyle. It's called a balanced diet. Now children, here is an important thing you can notice is that according to age and lifestyle. Now what does it mean? I'll just try to simplify it for you. Okay, like we'll take an example of a boy, like a child or your age and your grandparent. Okay, what could be the difference in your diet, or what could be the difference in meaning of balanced diet for both of you? A child, it is in its growing phase. Okay, so it requires more proteins. So it means that proteins rich diet should be provided, and also carbohydrates are required because energy is required by the body to perform various activities. So a child diet will consist of more of proteins and carbohydrates. However, with your grandparent or some old age person, what if they don't require much carbohydrates? They require, but their bodies does not require that much amount of carbohydrate as required by a little boy. Okay, but they need to fight the diseases, or they need to build up their immunity power, so they require a proper amount of vitamins and minerals. So this is from where the difference comes in the balanced diet of a young child and a old age person. So it's is it recommended to have a balanced diet daily or regularly in order to stay healthy? It's important because like carbohydrates and fats, we can't skip them. Why? Because they give us energy. Proteins, they help in growth and repair of the damaged cell. Vitamins, minerals, they help us to fight diseases. Water and roughage, they help us to remove the remove the waste from the body. So here you can see the balanced diet, it comprises of every food item that we have discussed so far. So children, that's all for today. Thank you so much.